Good morning, dear students. Today we will learn the chapter number 1.1 and directed numbers. So let's begin our lesson. What does mean directed numbers? First of all, direct numbers have direction. They can be positive or negative. If you remember, in 7th grade, we had learned already direct numbers or number lines, how many types of numbers, for example, negative numbers, positive, or odd numbers, even numbers, if you remember. And direct numbers can be integers, whole numbers, the same means integer and whole numbers, or they can be decimal numbers. So as you see here, you have number line, there's negative, uh, negative integers and positive integers, and also we have zero. So here is a quick reminder of some important things to remember when you add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers. These methods can also be used with any directed numbers. What is, for example, 3 plus minus 5? There's we have two signs, positive or plus and minus. How can solve it? So think of a number line start to 0, moving 3 to the right because of the sign of 3 is plus, and it should move to right side. Positive part is here is positive part, right side of the zeros, 0, and left side of the 0 is to infinity minus. Okay, so what was the question? Plus 3 is plus 3, and the second number sign is minus. That's why we'll move to left side, minus 5. There's we have minus 4, and here minus 5. Okay, and and so there's we have explanation. Let's do it here, or you can change to a subtraction. For example, 3 plus minus 5 is uh, you can you can change their places, and here minus 5 and here plus 3. You can write, sorry, minus 5 and plus 3, or like this, plus 3 and minus 5, because of plus times minus is there as we have times, exactly 3 minus 5. And what is the difference of plus 3 and minus 5? Exactly minus 2. And here also is not, the answer is not changed because there's minus 5 and plus 3 is minus 2. And either way, the answer is minus 2. What about 3 minus minus 5? 3 minus minus 5. And I'm writing here 3 minus, there's we have times and minus 5. So minus times minus exactly plus, and the sign of 3 is exactly 3. And so the sign of 5 changed already to plus, and 3 plus 5 is, yes, 8. What about multiplication? This first signs are plus positive, and it's not difficult, not a problem. 3 times 5 is 15. But the second example, as you see here, the sign of 5 is minus. That's why the sign of 3 is plus. Plus times minus is minus. So 3 times 5 is, first of all, right here, 15. But plus times minus is minus. The answer is minus 15. And here also, the sign of 3 is minus, and the sign of 5 is plus. That's why answer must be negative. Minus times 5, sorry, minus times plus is minus, and 3 times 5 is minus 15. And both of them, the signs are negative or minus. Minus 3 times minus 5 is changing automatically to plus, and 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, so multiply the corresponding positive numbers and decide whether the answer is positive or negative. And division also similar like multiplication. If they're both of them sign is positive, the answer must be positive. Or one of them is negative, must be exactly minus the answer. And both of them is minus, so answer is positive. And one of them is negative. Already we said here, answer must be negative. Complete these calculations. So here are decimal numbers, 3.5 minus 4.1. And here also we have explanation with the solutions. Let's read from here because we haven't any more time. Okay, uh, we should learn more of them. 3.5 minus 4.1. The answer, we know it's minus 0.6 because of the biggest number sign is negative. That's why the answer must be negative. And you could draw a number line, but it's easier to subtract the inverse, which is 4.1. Okay, so here 4.1 and minus 3.5. If you change the signs of 3.5 and 4.1, we should multiply two sides with minus 1. Okay, and there's we have minus 1 and minus 3.5. So here we have 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. Sorry, 6. And we have here 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. And exactly our point is here. But the answer must be negative because of the sign of biggest number was, sorry, negative. That's why the answer must be negative. And the next one, both of them is signs are positive. The answer must be positive. Change the subtraction to add addition. Add the inverse of minus 2.8, which is 2.8. So 3.5 and 2.8. There is we have 13 from is 3. I mean 1 is here and 5 and plus 1 is 6. And last one, not last one, option C is for you. It's not difficult. Biggest number is positive, and answer must be not positive because of here we have multiplication, not plus or minus. Okay, but one of them, if the one of them the sign is negative in multiplication or in division, the answer must be negative. Okay, so first multiply 3.3 by 3. First of all, multiply without the signs, and the answer must be negative because 6.3 and minus 3 have opposite signs, and their signs are opposite, and plus, negative, minus. Okay, and both of them negative. The answer must be positive. The answer is positive because minus 7.5 and minus 2.5 have a same sign. Okay, don't use the calculator in this exercise. Let's do with option A, and some options I will do, and the others, please, you can stop the video and write it in your note book, or you can write the comment part of the video on YouTube. Okay, so 5 plus, and there's we have times, okay, secret times, and minus 3 plus times. First of all, the sign of two numbers are opposite to each other. For example, here minus and here plus. Plus times minus is minus. So the answer must be, or the expression must be 5 minus 3 and 2. Okay? And which one? D1. So 0.5 and 0.3. Which one is the biggest than other? Exactly first. Uh, if, it, if you close the sign, 0.5 and 0.3, 0.5 exactly bigger than the 0.3. The answer must be negative. 0.5 minus 0.3, 0.2. And answer must be negative. 0.2. And others for you, like you can solve it and you can send me. I will give you plus in the page. And work these are also same expressions. Here also decimal numbers and here decimal numbers. I mean, it's not difficult. And square roots and cube roots. The number of title is 1.2, and you should be able to recognize what does mean square roots and cube roots. Square roots and cube roots. Okay. So the square of whole numbers up to 20 times 20 and their corresponding square roots, and the cubes of whole number up to 5 times 5 times 5 and their corresponding cube roots. You can use the calculator to find square roots and cube roots, but you can estimate them without one. Okay, there is we have some worked examples. Let me choose it. Estimate each root to the nearest whole number. So answer is not whole number, not integer, but it's nearest to integer or whole number. That's why. So which number square is 295? First of all, we should be able to from 1 square to till 20 square. For example, what is the 20 square? It's 400. And what is a 1 square? 1. Okay, so the number of 295 is between 1 and 400. Now we need the whole number or nearest to 295. And for example, 17, I know it. The 17 square is 289. Okay, and after 17 is 18. What what about 18 square is 324. Now check it. 295 and 324. Which one is nearest to, how can I say, 17 or 18? 290. 295 is nearest to first one or to second one? Exactly first one, because of 17 squared is 289, and the answer is, if you need whole number, is 17, is to the nearest whole number. And explanation, what was the written? 295 is between and 289 and 324, so is between 17 and 18, and 17 is the nearest whole number. It will be a bit larger than 17. And B, option B, 60. So but we have cube roots. That's why, what does mean cube roots? For example, 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2, okay, and 8. So in cube roots, sorry, I want to write here, in cube root 8 if written, and the answer is exactly plus 2, okay, but in square root 8 is not is equal to 2, okay, but is equal to 2 times in square root 2, okay, please don't forget. And the answer, sorry, the question was in cube root 60, sorry, there's 3 is equal to, what is the nearest number of in cube root of 60? So I know 3 cube and 4 cube approximately, okay, because 4 cube is 64 and 5 cube is 125, is more than other numbers, and 3 cube is 27. This one is 64. And which one is nearest to 60? Exactly 4 cube or 64. That's why the answer must be 4, just 4. Okay, so let's read the explanation. 60 is between 27 and 64, so between 3 and 4, it will be a bit less than 4. A calculator gives to decimal place. Okay, and we have some examples. I want to show you one of them, and others you can solve yourself. You can choose yourself. Okay, please stop the video and solve your notebook. And read that statement on the right. Write a similar statement for each root. And okay, and here also, as you see, in square roots we have 8. The answer is 2 points, not 2 points, 2 times in square root 2. But it's not integer as a decimal form. If you open it in square root 2, you'll get uh, and when times with 2, you'll get a decimal number. But between 2 and 3, this number is between 2 and 3. Okay, so in the first question, 20, and you find the 20 of square roots is 10 and 2, 5, 5, and 1. So there is we have 2 square times 5 in square roots, and squares and uh, roots cancellations, and 2 times in square root 5. Now we need in square root 5. What about in square root of 5? I know in square root of 4 is 2, and 5 is more than 2. So 2 times 2 points, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And the answer must be between 4 points, for example, 4, approximately 4.4. And 4.4 is between 5 integer and between more than 4. You can write it, okay? So like this, 4 is less than 4.4 is less than 5. And others you can spell also. And I want to last one, 157. I know 13 square and 14 square. 13 square is 100. Yes, 69. And I need also 12 square is 144. Now, 14 square is 196. Which one is nearest to 12 or to 13? Okay, so 13 is 169, between 169 and 157. There's we have 12, but in 144 between 157, there's we have 13. So the answer is between 12 and in square root 158, 57, sorry, and between 13. Okay, estimate each root to the nearest whole number. So let's begin with 171 is 13 square is 169 and 14 square is 196. Which one is nearest to 117? 1? Yes, exactly 13. So nearest 13. And 35. 35 is, for example, 36 is 6 square. And after 36 is 49, or before 36 is 25 is 5 square. This one is 7 square. So 36 is nearest to 49 or to 25. Let me check it. Between 25 and 36, there's we have 11. Between 49 and 36 is 13. So the answer is nearest. No, it was for 35. I'm so sorry. That's why from these three numbers, the 36 is nearest than others, and that's why the answer must be just 6. Okay, and others for you can leave 2 common parts on YouTube. And indices. What does mean indice or index? Indice like powers. For example, power. This table shows powers of 3. Look at the patterns in the table. Power and value. Uh, 3 power of minus 4. It means 1 over 81. Why? Because of, uh, let me write here, a power of minus b was 1 over a and b. When you open the brackets, 1 power of b over a power of b. Sorry, there is we have b is equal to so power of 1, any one is 1 over a over b. And shortly, if our power is negative, we need to change to positive. Okay, so that's why we change the fractions. As we have secret one that goes to up and goes to down. That's why 1 over a power of b. And here also 3 power of minus 4, it means 1 over 3 power of 4, and 1 power of 4 and 3 power of 4. What is that 1 power of 4? 1 exactly. 3 power of 4 is 81. The answer is 1 over 81, okay, in fraction form. And here positive numbers, 3 power of, or 3 square is 9, and 3 power of 4 is exactly plus 81. Okay, so and here also we have reminder, 3 power of 4 is 3 to the power of 4. 4 is called the index. The plural of index is indice. And negative powers of any positive integer are fractions. Here are some more examples. For example, 2 power of 4 is means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There's we have 4 times 2. Okay, so is 16. But what about 2 or 2 power of minus 4 is also 1 over 2 power of 4, and it is 1 over 16. Okay, and okay, our example we have here 2 power of minus 6. Just we need to change the sign of power, and 2 power of minus 6 means 1 over 2 power of plus 6. And what is a 1 power of 6 is 1, and 2 power of 6 is it's 64. Okay, yeah, 64. That's why the answer must be fraction form, because of the powers was negative. And here also, what about 6 power of minus 2? The answer must be fractional form. Okay, 1 over 6 power of 2 and 1 over 36 answer. Okay, but here, as you see, 1 over 6 power of 2 or 6 square and is equal to 1 over 36. And what about 6 square is equal to, okay, the answer is this one. Write each number as a fraction. 5 power of minus 1. 5 power of minus 1 is equal to 1 over 5. Power of 1 is equal to the same uh, values. And 5 power of 3 minus 3, exactly. 5 power of minus 3 is mean 1 over 5 power of plus 3. And what is the 5 cube is 125. Okay, and the other example also, the powers are negative. That's why you can choose yourself and send me, please. Okay, here working with indices. If our indices negative or positive and or the same signs but the base are same, what can we do? Yeah, you can write the numbers in the boxes as powers. Look at the indices. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 5 plus 3 is 8. And if we have some examples, you'll understand it. 3 power of square, 3 squared times 3 power of 4. The base are same, and middle of them there's the sign is multiplication. That's why the indices just we should do positive. We should add it. 2 plus 4 is 6. The answer is 3 power of 6. This is an example of a general result to multiply powers of a number at the indices. For example, a power of m times a power of n. Shortly, we should write a power of m plus n. Okay, and here 9 power of 1, because we haven't any number, it means 1, times 9 power of 1 is equal to our base are not changing because they are same, and the powers are 1 plus 1 is 9 square. 9 square is 81. Okay, and there's we have negative. If the sign is negative, what can we do? Again, look, the indices 5 minus 3 is 2, and 8 minus 3 is 5. Let me check it. But it's in divide. When you write in division, okay, to divide powers of a number, subtract the indices. Don't forget, a power of m divided by a power of n. So between m and n, we have subtraction, but also our base is not changing. Okay, for example, we haven't any same base, but you can write the place of 27 in square of or cube of 3. Okay, division divided by 3 power, there is not any number, it means 1, is equal to the base are same, because base are same, and 3 and 1, we have divide by, that's why the sign is minus, subtraction. So 3 minus 1 is 2, 3 square is 9. As you see here also, 27 divided by 3 is, answer is 9. Okay, and here explanation or solution. Work the example 1.4, write each. I cannot see it. Check your answer by writing the numbers as decimal. Okay, here base are same, 5 over 2 times 5 over 3. And we have multiplication, that's why the powers are adding just. 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5, so 5 power of 5. And the second question, we have divide by, division, that's why the powers are subtraction. 2 minus 3 is minus 1, the answer is plus positive fraction. And here also we have some examples, and I want to solve option D. The base are same, but their powers are not same. It's not problem. Okay, I can write one of them base a, and 2 plus y plus, because of between their sign is multiplication times. Yes, 2 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to a power of 4, and 3 is 7. The answer is a power of 7. Okay, and here also 4 power of 5, and there's 1. 1 plus 5 is 4 power of 6. Okay, and option D, exercise 3, I want to show you divide by. Okay, so 5 power of 2 or 5 square plus 5 power of 4 is, you can write only one times of base 5 and 2 minus 4, because of the sign was by division. Yes, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, and we need to change our power, the sign of power is to positive, that's why 1 over 5 square is exactly 1 over 25. Okay, and others, please check yourself. You can solve yourself, and you can send me on a page or on YouTube the common parts. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you the next lesson. Okay, we have also some problems, examples. You can stop the video and you can solve it. Thank you for your attention.